Alright, should be live streaming back again Friday night. Everyone's at the bar. Got Ridley and DeFango in here with me at Gangplank playing some Overwatch together. And I'm finally getting to Land of Lisp. Got my Emacs setup done. At least it works now. We're not using Sublime. That shit doesn't work. Let's put on some music from Ryan Cooper. Check this guy out. What do you call that? Lost? Toast? So yeah, landoflisp.com if you want to check out this book. This is the official website here. It's pretty cartoony, pretty weird. You got this really bad music video thing. It's really bad. But yeah, go support them. Get this book or download the free chapter if you want to check it out. Before we get started, I got a little bit distracted today when I came in. I turned off my computer, and when I went to turn it back on, nothing. The power button did not work. I was a little bit afraid for my little MacBook Air 11-inch mid-2012 because, I've treated it pretty badly. You know, I like to use it, but it served me pretty well. And today when I tried to turn it on, just wouldn't react to anything. I could see that it was fully charged. It was taking a charge. I unplugged everything. I turned it upside down. I slapped it. I tried everything, man. It just would not power on. So I did find something I learned about. I've done some Mac repair type stuff in the past, but I did not know about. There is a little couple of pads on the logic board that if you press them, well, if you connect them together, like jump them with a screwdriver or something, it will turn it on. It's like a little diagnostics deal. So yeah, if I searched for power on pads for mid 2012 MacBook Air 11-inch, which is my model, I found someone pointed me to the right spot on the logic board here. So touching those two pins together boots up the computer. The keyboard still works on my laptop. Everything works on it except for apparently the power key, or maybe the down arrow key kind of started freaking out on me. So you can see I've got a couple of those that I pulled off because I thought maybe I had some crud in there. But it's sealed up pretty well. And I kind of scraped away the rubber deal and the little nipple thing, and I could feel the actuation on the button. Everything seemed fine, but it no worky. So yeah, this is what I had to do to get streaming today. So yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, without wasting any more time, let's play with the first chapter in this book. So, or actually I think the second chapter. The first one I kind of skipped through. Talks about the different Lisps out there. I picked Common Lisp for now. Got that running in Emacs, and now we're on Chapter 2, creating your first Lisp program. And this whole book apparently is just creating little weird Lisp games, and the first one is the Guess My Number game. If you saw the last episode, the last live stream, I kind of started to try to rewrite some of that from scratch from memory because I didn't have the book. But now I'm basically going to be copying or just typing code that's in this book directly into my editor. So I created this folder in Documents for Lisp, Land of Lisp, and I think I have Game 1. Yeah. So let's just open up Emacs in that directory. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, game1.lisp. So yeah, the first thing it talked about doing is creating parameters, which are I guess like global variables, using def parameter, the def parameter function, create a small and a large, or a small and a big is actually what they say to do. And they do not use capitals here, so I will do big and I will do small. Oop, I lost my page. Let me switch screens here too so you can see what I'm doing. See if I can get a bigger font on here. I don't see it. Where are you? Edit, options. Set default font. No? Dude, what is going on here? It seems like maybe it opened a window, but I'm not seeing it. Let's see, there's got to be a way to increase the font size on here. Preferences. That's what I did earlier. Let's see. How to set the font size. Let's try this guy. I need some kind of a book holder. This thing is really in the way. I don't get this paper book stuff. Alright, let's try that. It doesn't look too much bigger. Let's try this. Oops. Well, 170. Oh, whoa. Did I just reload that? Okay, that's what I'm going for. It's a little better. Let's go bigger. 223, 222. Yeah, I think that might be good enough for now. Let me know what you think. Alright, so let's see. What if I reopen you? Dude. Huh. Alright, so let's go back to Emacs in this directory, open our game file, game1.lisp. Alright, so we got big, we have small, big is 100, small is 1, defun, guess my number, I'm not sure about that. Actually, I think that's good. At least that's what I think they wrote at first. Yes, defun, guess my number, no parameters, you call ash, add small and big. Order doesn't matter. And then bit shift -1. Alright, yeah, so that should be, I think it's Control X, Control E. Oh yeah, I don't have, so what do I have to start slime every time? Bookmark, fucking books. So meta X, slime. And then I'll just exit that, I guess. And try this again. XE. Okay, guess my number. What else here then? Yeah, so ash is a bit shift type deal or something. Yeah, so what happens if I call guess my number now? Big is unbound. Bullshit. I wonder if it's not actually running everything. What? What the fuck is this complaining about? Oh, because it's supposed to be after. That's right. Need to figure out how to run, evaluate Lisp. Just whatever form I'm in. What was that? Fucking books. Emacs Lisp. Evaluate. Eval region. Eval defun. I don't know. Command MX eval region. Dude, do I have to make shortcuts for everything? Did I do that? Emacs. Fuck. What the fuck? Alright, eval region. I think that's kind of what I want. Eval region. What? Eval buffer, eval. Dude, just evaluate whatever form I'm in, man. Like, why is this so difficult?
Got a lot of people watching on Friday.
CMX. Alright, that looks good. Guess my number. 50? 50, 50, 50. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's what it said it should be getting. I think. Ugh. Yeah, I guess my number. Get back 50. Since this is our first guess, the output we see when calling this function tells us that everything is working. Pick the number 50, which is right between 1 and 100. So basically, I think what this is going to do is we are going to... I mean, the point of this game is that I think we think of a number inside of our head, and then we call this, and it guesses a number, and then we'd say we're going to create a couple of more functions that tell it whether or not it was too high or too low, or whatever direction it needs to go. And then it will probably, I don't know, I wonder if it's going to alter these guys and continue doing the same thing until it gets the one we want. Sounds reasonable? So the next little code thing they've got in here says define a function return 5. I don't want to do that. That's stupid. Defining the smaller and bigger functions. Okay, here we go. Define smaller, set f big. Yeah, so they're setting big. 1 minus guess my number. Oh. And then calling guess my number again. So it looks something like this, I think. Was it smaller? Oh no, set f big is... Guess this is a decrement function, 1 minus. It appears. Guess my number. And wait, why didn't that auto... Oh, because I didn't do that one. Okay. Oh wait, no, there's more that I need here. Call guess my number. Alright, so define bigger? Is that what they called it? Yeah. Not that it matters. Set f small, my guess, yep. So set small to be 1 more than it currently is. That doesn't seem right. I wonder if that's a bit shift. No, I think that's just an increment. Okay, so 1 plus guess my number, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, so we're setting it to whatever the guess was plus 1, because we know it's going to be higher than that. Right? And then we just call guess my number again, so it'll automatically guess a new number, and we just keep saying whether or not it was bigger or smaller. Right? It seems like that's what they're going for. So I have to evaluate each one of these. It's a meta, like Alt Control X, Alt Control X, and then we'll call the function. It says 50, and I will say, in my head, I'm going to come up with the number 23. So I'll say smaller, call that guy. Now it says 25, and I say nope, smaller. I wonder what happens actually if I call this again here. I should have edited the parameter globally, so I can say, what is this, 25, and I said 23, so it's smaller than that. Now it guesses 12, and I need to tell it no, bigger. Nope, bigger than 18, bigger than 21, 23, that's the one. So yeah, I think that's it. So I can take this guy, remove these, and I will save this guy. Just go run this real quick in a C-Lisp, or I mean SBCL. I think it's load. Game 1. Alright, so all that stuff is already defined. Like if I say guess my number, I should get back 50 now. And then I say, okay, let's stick with 23. Nope, it was lower than that. Nope, it's smaller. Smaller than that. Bigger than that. Bigger than that. Bigger than that. 23. Cool. Yeah, so you can see how that goes in line, rather than just doing it inside of this sort of REPL deal. So like right now, if I let's see, if I did def parameter number, say 23, and then I say here defun say number, and I think, is it print C? That was prints. Prints number. Yeah, so if I call this now, I haven't actually run this one yet. So this doesn't, like, every time I run something, it doesn't go run everything. Oh yeah, so that defined the function, but now if I actually call it, it should say that number is not defined. Yeah. Eval say number. I have no idea how to read this. Where did my file go, dude? Let's see. But yeah, so if I were to call this guy first, then I shouldn't need to do this, but I'll call him again. Then say number, says 23. So yeah. That's it for now. I think that pretty much covers creating your first little app, or little program in Lisp. And there's a bunch more chapters to do. Hopefully the games will get a little more exciting. What's the next chapter here? Chapter 3, page 31, exploring the syntax of Lisp code. So that will be up on deck at some point. I hope you enjoyed that, and please hit the subscribe button and all that dumb shit. Goodbye.